great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Mike Norvell told me before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. On the move. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was...
Got a little grass. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat. early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. FSU calling its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks.
And man, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires quickly. Smashes through the tackle. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Stay up, stay up. Stop, stop.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready? Blue 30. Stack. 4. Go.
Simmons. This time on target. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Hardy. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Send the tight end in motion. On the move. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack.
Maybe a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Throwing Simmons. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Moving out to the right. Pressure is all over him and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. One more time, it's Hardy. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might be changing the route. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll give it to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons. Right on the money. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hardy. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Snags it and he's open. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's going to run it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
Creates a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. Looking for room at the 30. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end now in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds a man on the right. Runs, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Seminoles back in the lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throwing Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Missouri wants to go fast.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Crosses the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Making side adjustments here. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Harris. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what an awesome game. This is exactly, guys, we were talking to coaches. They knew it would come down to the last minute. It would be competitive. And how about that? The offense coming through, tying this football game. Well, an extra point away from tying this football game up. And now, 2-minute drill on the other side. Who can execute? Who can make a big play down this stretch? Maybe go down the field, get a field goal. We got a good finish coming.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And how about the big play by the backup running back? Man, hey, listen, I don't get the ball much. I don't get to prove myself much. You know how you get more carries? You prove it when you do get it, and that is a big-time play. First touch, shows off the speed. He shows, hey, I can be this guy too. I need some more touches.
They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback running on the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime.
Ready. Kill. 674. Take off. Down.
Simmons. It's complete to the right.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying the run, it's Hardy. Runs through the tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown Tigers! And they score first here in overtime.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is good. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Makes the grab and got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Simmons. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
Ready. Black 18.
They'll move the tight end. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Ready to go.
And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Trying to run it in. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion.
390 Twilight. 390 Twilight.
They'll run it with Hardy. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's Simmons to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.